A94 for Guafi. Oh, no, that left side for Toby. That's going to be a top out at A97. The target for Guafi, it doesn't matter because he's got it. But trying to get it burned down. Oh, no, now it's very dependent. Long bar gets over. Another one over. Oh, no, that left side for Guafi is fatal. 965, the target for Myles doesn't matter because he gets a Tetris. And Myles is good in game number 4, or in the top 16. The winner goes to the top 8 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. We are plowing through the month at breakneck speed. Cole versus Myles. It's the top 16. The winner of this match goes on to the top 8 and will face the winner of the orange bracket, which will either be Meme or Pixelandy. So Pixelandy was the winner of the top 8, the open top 8 spot for the orange bracket, and we'll have to go up against Meme, who's already been given a 2-round bye to the round of 16. 45,000 for Cole, 69,000 for Myles. So Cole gonna have to work around that T. And guys watching, we do understand that there's a little bit of latency and whatever on one of the streams. So, you know, we know about it, and thank you for your concern. Anyway, on the left side, seed number 8 from the United States of America with a 4.22 million personal best. It is Cole. You got a 1.5 million in quals. That's 2 best scores in a 60-minute qualifying period. His PB is about 18th on the overall list. Premier Poll has him as the 10th ranked player, so 2 top 10 players here, actually. Cole is a former Challenger Circuit winner, was second in the CT12 tournament, most recent one. Was a top 16 finisher in CTWC Gold last year, and was at the top 4 of various regional tournaments last year. So good showings in Oklahoma in the Northeast and Philadelphia. It is Cole on the right side. Number 9 seed with 1.49 million. Overall PB of 8.06 million. Number 9th ranked player in the Premier Poll. PremierPoll.com, Premier with an E. The 6th Game Crasher right now has the 7th highest score on the PB leaderboard. Myles has been pushed down a spot because Meme just cracked the 10 million point club and pushed a few people down. Anyway, Myles got his game crash in May of 2024, won a Challenger Circuit in January of 2023, has been in the Classic Tetris Monthly Masters Finals 4 times, including last time October of last year, as well as Lone Star in 2024. 5 times in the semifinals, looking to go again. Was top 8 in CTWC's gold bracket, top 16 the year before. Also played in the 2 online years, 2020 and 2021. Won the Desert Qualifier Arizona back in 2022, second at Stillwater and Waco last year. And is the winner of the CTB Winter Games for 2025. That is Dog Playing Tetris's invitational tournament with all kinds of interesting Tetris modes. 321 for Cole, 418 for Myles. 1 line apart, 82 to 83 lines. What's Premier without an E? Well, Premier with an E means like first. Premier without an E means like the high ranked thing or something of high status. 414 for Cole, 486 for Myles. So this is very good pace for Myles. Earlier today, we had a couple of broadcasts, one of which was Dog. He was big pacing, and all of a sudden, Myles now big pacing. 5 below on the left side of that stack for that J and that O. And Myles 1 away from the 600K at 110 lines. And Cole with a pretty good pace here too, 507 through 115. So there's the 600K for Myles. He's got potentially 4 more Tetrises. And he's going for him. He is not pussyfooting around. He's going for those Tetrises. He's got 1, 2, 3 of them. And let's see if he can get the 4th one. Oh, he's setting up that. He knows he's got a little burn there. Oh, he's not going to do the Z-spin. Cole is into 19 at 601. Myles with the tuck. He's got a burn he can afford. There's a long bar. And Myles with the 693 transition into 19. Cole at 601. Double 600 entry for these two players. Again, we know that there's frames and slideshow and all that, so no use really mentioning it all too much. We're making do. We're getting this match done while we can. We're gathering our rosebuds while we may. Oh, wow. Nice dirty Tetris there for Cole. 683. 751 for Myles. Uncovers the well. The long bar goes in. Tetris Myles. 780. Myles set up for a dirty column 4, 1 row off the bottom. Oh no, Cole's left side is cut off, and that is really bad. He had a left well Tetris 2 rows up. He had just too much overhang. Hung a piece, and pieces could not get over. So there's a big pace for Myles. He's not going to need the whole thing, but he got it, and he takes game number 1. Myles up 1-0. Cole Bucket on Twitch says, thank you, Laurie H. All right, Laurie, I am the conduit through which you and Cole are communicating. All right, Myles with a couple of Tetrises already. Cole 6 lines behind just because of the delayed start. Stream issues, it happens. We're playing, across the internet. Both of these players are streaming to Twitch, which is relaying to me, and then I'm putting it in OBS and re-streaming it all back to you. It's crazy that this has all even worked like one time by accident, much less, thousands of times on purpose. Tetris for Myles, 137, 92,000 for Cole. So these players, I don't think these players have actually met in CTM before. They have a couple of meetings in Classic Tetris League, CTL, the last couple of seasons, I think, or at least 2 of the seasons in 2024. They also met in the Stillwater event in the semifinals. Myles took that one 3-2. Myles did go to the finals in that one. But this might be their first ever CTM meeting, at least according to Liquipedia. $156 for Cole, $215 for Myles. Myles with a covered well and has a split triple buried there. Let's see if he's going to work one row off the bottom. He is. He's going to try to, maybe get a few dirty Tetrises here. And then maybe find an easy kind of clear down situation. All right, dirty Tetris Myles. He builds up again. All right, is he going to uncover it? Yes, he's just going to, with just a single and a double to burn down. Very easy to move that well back where it belongs. 293 for Myles, 250 for Cole. No, yeah, kind of awkward kind of board setup here. And yeah, immediately creating some new holes. So he's kind of right back in his situation that he was in. He brings it down. It's like deja vu all over again. All right. Dirty Tetris Myles, 4 rows off the bottom, column 10. Okay, he's set up again. You have to clear it down a bit. Taking some burns. Not a lot of long bars to be had right now. He's got that double. And he's just waiting for that bar. He's skimming pieces off on the right side. And, just cannot get a long bar to save his life. Okay, finally, maybe he has a little bit of room to stack a few pieces. Okay, finally gets a bar. 375 for him. 345 for Cole. Cole's going to get a conventional Tetris. Row 0. Or row 1, whatever. Column 10. All right, Myles going to chuck a long bar down the middle of his stack to try to clean this up. He's got 4 rows of garbage over where he wants his well to be. And he's going to put an additional 3-4 lines on top. But he's actually almost set up for a dirty in column 3. And he's kind of committing to that dirty. And yeah, just a bar does not come, so he has to create additional holes. We'll see what he's going to do. 418 for Myles, 387 for Cole, who has a good clean board now. So this is not going to be a 600K transition for Myles. And he's ahead, though. So Cole really with the pace lead. Myles with the real-time lead by about 10,000. But you can see Cole back by, 8 to 12 lines at any given time. Myles has 1 burn before 19, and he won't even get to 500K here. 446 entry. And yeah, just really long bar. It's very stingy right now. There's a triple and a Tetris for Myles, 480. So he's brought this board back down. A skim and a Tetris for Cole, 483. And he's looking to enter 19 with a 500 plus. But no, he's going to burn a single and enter in at about 486. So sub 500 for both these players makes sense. We haven't seen a lot of well-timed bars or even ill-timed bars, really. Tetris Myles, 562, 518 Cole. So Cole right now, again, with the better pace, but is behind by, 65,000 points? Or no, more than that, 75,000 points, something like that. But also has 16 lines in hand. So if you imagine, that's 4 Tetrises. Tetris on 22 worth, 27.6? So 27 times 4... plus another 2,000 is skibbity ding dong 108, 110. So, if all those were Tetrises, then Cole would be you know, pretty darn close. And a lot of that pace starting to evaporate for Cole, actually, as he's digging down. 628 for him, 755 for Myles. A Tetris for Myles. Myles into level 26 at 818. All right, Cole thinking extra long what to do with that T. Finally decides. And I think that was a dirty 646, or was it not? No, maybe it wasn't. 651 for Cole, 917 for Myles. Myles ahead, you know, very solidly by about 260,000, but also ahead 14 lines. This is now pace lead and score lead for Myles. Dirty Tetris for Cole. So Cole's going to have to make up a lot of this on 29 posts. Maybe looking for some assistance from Myles to try and catch up here. Myles with the max out into 29. Tetris, Myles A66. Cole with a good board now on 27. And his 27 looks like, and his capture looks a lot like a lot of people's 18. Just color-wise. Tetris for Cole, 750. Myles trying to bring this down, opens up the right. I don't know, overshifts that square, I think. Or maybe that was on purpose because that actually gives him a good burn in column 3. So maybe that square actually makes sense. At first I was like, oh, overshift, but that actually makes sense. I'm learning. Oh no, well that piece to the left definitely did not land. And it's not going to matter because Cole's going to top out at 801 on level 30. Myles is in the process of topping out as well, but game well in hand, even despite, 24 Lions. So Cole needs to win this one to extend the match and have a shot at the top 8. Wow. Yeah, if you're on YouTube chat, I mean, Laurie detailing some of the things that she does in her work. That's crazy. Probably not going to repeat all that on the stream, but holy moly. We got a solid core now of YouTube chatters now that, that platform has matured for us, just in terms of how long we've been on it, as well as just, getting some modship over there. And also just getting rid of a lot of weirdos, to be frank. I mean, it was like that on Twitch, I'm sure, as well, although not really. But, we've pruned it down now to, pretty much all decent people. Except for Mr. Burrow. Other than that, everyone over there is pretty decent. 119 for Myles. Cole's right side is, it needs a little bit of work of that crazy overhang of the S. Now able to work some of those things over here. Oh, a couple long bars are going to help out a bit. Yeah. Oh, Caitlin. Yeah, Caitlin, I didn't know you were still here, so still a few more weirdos to excise over there on YouTube, but we're doing, we're doing what we can. 168 now, 191 for Myles, 101 for Cole. So a lot of players playing these last 2 months. Some of them, one of them. I mean, Myles insisted that we have May. I was really considering not doing May after Mega Masters, and Myles was like, "No, brah. You have to do it. That's exactly what he said. He said, no, brah. I don't know. I don't know how these kids talk today. He's like, you got to do it. We got to tune up for CTWC. I'm like, all right. That's all I needed to hear. So that's why we're doing it. So you can thank Myles. And you can thank Cole for the fact that we got all these funky new colors. We double the colors in our normal month. It's really making things a lot easier to organize. So you can thank Cole for that. So look at that. The players chiming in, making changes. Vandy listening. It's a good system. 276 for Myles, 261 for Cole. Who is Pines Cutley? Who is Chong? I barely remember. Who is Chong who's played in Masters? Chong? I'm blanking on Chong. I mean, it rings a little bit of a bell, but I don't remember who Chong is. Oh, put Chef O in the list of people with C. All right, Cole's left side. A little bit messed up there. Gaps in multiple columns and rows and kind of channels down that left side. So kind of a frustrating stack over here. Cole has a place to slot in that bar. But he's within striking distance because he's actually ahead in pace. Believe it or not. All his remaining lines were Tetrises. He would be ahead. So despite the frustration for Cole, leading in pace. Myles with a Vitz that kind of, he's able to fill in, but really needed to be able to use a bar earlier in that and couldn't. So that's going to lead to some extra burning on Myles's part. Oh, Chong from Singapore. Right. Was that... I do remember that name now. That's ringing more of a bell. Tetris Myles 453. What month did Chong play? Was that just like a one-time? 478 Myles, 423 for Cole. So Myles is able to get a little bit of pace separation from Cole right now. He's into 19 at 482 Tetris. For Myles, 506, 428. One line to go. Nice adjust for Cole for that T. He's Tetris ready. He's waiting on 29. The bar comes. He slots it in and gets a Tetris. And another for 476 for Cole. 506 for Myles. Same lines. So it's not too far apart. And there were times when Cole's board looked really, really weird. And but he's really not that far behind Myles, who's kind of lack of pace did not look so ghoulish and ghastly. So still a close game here. 6-12 for Myles, 529 for Cole. 8 lines separating these two players. Myles going to avoid the line spin. Does he really want to win badly enough? I don't know. All right, Cole, 538. Tetris for Cole, 568. 649 for Myles. March and May of 2020. Got it. I was in a certain kind of state of mind around that time, so I'm not sure how much I remember. 714 Myles, 655. There's the spin for Cole and the Tetris 685. No Drama Dan, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was, well, it doesn't matter. It's all in the past. 758 for Myles. Another spin here for Cole, 751. 761 for Myles. So we have ourselves a game. And again, Cole probably now ahead pace-wise. You know, if you get, you know, if you say this line difference is like 8, and you give Cole 2 Tetrises, then Cole is like ahead. Back to the chat. No drama, Dan. Appreciate it. Tetris for Cole, 821. He's got gaps in multiple rows and columns, or holes. They like. I asked the chat one time, should I say gaps or holes? They said holes. And ever since then, I've said gaps. Cole's going to miss with that S piece. That's going to slow him down a little bit. 14 lines until 29, and that speed increase really looming large here as Cole tries to downstack and take a somewhat decent board. Oh no. Oh no, that's going to be a top out for Cole at 848, and Myles was already ahead. So Myles is going to take this one 3-0. Myles, you are going to the top 8. GG's, Cole. You know, it seems like a frustrating match for you, but honestly, I watched your qual last night. It was very good. Hey, everybody, this is your old pal, Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. Join our Discord server, the largest classic Tetris community online at ctm.gg/discord, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.